Bangkok has a bajillion markets, and it would take forever to show you all of them if we could even do that. So we picked these themed markets.
We're checking out some unique markets in and around Bangkok, and they involve planes, trains, and boats. The Maeklong Railway Market.
It's also known as the Talam Ram Hup.
Or Talad Ram Hup.
Talad Ram Hup, which means the umbrella pull-down market. And I think you'll be able to see the tracks are running right here, and we've got awnings from the vendors arching over top of the train tracks. And the train is supposed to come by in what, about half an hour, 45 minutes?
45 minutes or so. They're just setting up right now, and like we had read that the vendors put their goods right up to the track, as close as they could to the track.
And they do. It's
and they do.
Right up to the rails.
Right there. It'll be interesting to see what happens when the train comes.
I'm just wondering how wide this
train is. I know, like, how much space are we going to have to stand beside it as the train goes by?
There's a lot of activity going on right now as the vendors are setting up for the morning. We're here in the morning, and they're setting up for the day. There's a lot going on.
A lot going on. Yeah. It's fun. This is a market that people will come to when they come to Bangkok, but just be aware it's not in Bangkok. It's about an hour and a half. Well, we were about an hour and a half in the shuttle, which meant it was a 4 a.m. morning for us to get prepared to get here before all the crowds. So hopefully it's worth it.
Yeah, we're trying to hit the very first train that comes through. I think it's about 8 o'clock.
8:30.
8:30.
Yeah,
8:30.
Yeah. It looks like, though, they set up just before the first train comes. So it's like they set up and then we'll see. They got to pull everything back. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see.
So this train was actually roughly about 100 years old. The interesting thing about this area is the market was here before the railway was, and the railway was put in right through the center of the market. The locals in the community, being as innovative and industrious as they are, they decided, well, we'll just keep the market going.
So that kind of says, we're putting a train track right through your market, and the market vendors are like, hey, hold my beer. You can't get us out of here that fast.
This train line was put in place primarily to take seafood and other agricultural goods into Bangkok. Initially, this line was known as the Sanat Sangkram Death Railway.
Death Railway. Nice.
And that was primarily because it was always breaking down. I don't know if there was actually any mortality involved. There's been a lot of improvements made to the infrastructure now, so that doesn't happen. And incidentally, you can actually take the train from Bangkok here to visit the market. Or you can take a shuttle like we did. The shuttle takes about an hour and a half to get here. The train takes about 3 hours, and there's multiple stops, so it's not necessarily the easiest connection, but it's an experience. Yeah. One of the things you'll find here, in addition to seafood, is fresh produce. And in the Maeklong market in particular, you'll see things like mangosteen, pomelo in season.
And and those cute little bananas.
They're sweet, I think.
Short and sweet.
Yeah.
Thai bananas. Yeah.
Banana. How much? 20 baht? 30? 20.
Morning.
Good morning.
Where are you from?
Canada.
Canada.
Yeah. By Vancouver.
Yeah.
North America.
Near US.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay?
Thank you.
Kap.
Your country very cold now.
Yeah.
Very cold. That's why we're here.
Thailand very warm.
It's nice
Very
here.
hot.
Yes.
Okay.
It's nice.
Good luck.
So I just got some of the tiny little Thai bananas that are roasted, and they smell really good. Oh, they're sweet. They're like candy. Yeah, they're totally like candy. They're tougher than the bananas that we're used to in North America. Not tougher, but there's more substance to them, I think. But yeah, when you roast them, that really brings out the sugars and caramelizes the sugars. And yeah, they don't, as you can see, if we did that with a North American banana, I think it'd be mushy. But these have some heft to them, and they're really good. When you're in the Maeklong Railway Market, give the Thai bananas a try. Yeah.
So what primarily started as an agricultural market, a local market, it has turned into somewhat of a tourist market. You can still get all of the local produce and things here. I imagine the prices are a little bit more than where you'd get elsewhere, maybe?
I couldn't tell you.
I couldn't tell you either, but definitely there is some marketing towards tourists.
Yeah, you'll be able to find lots of trinkets and lots of souvenirs at the market that you take home with you. So choose, as well as maybe a mangosteen.
To remember this market by.
Yeah.
The mangosteen? No, the tourist stuff. This is actually quite fun. The little shop that we're sitting at right now, right beside the tracks, ready to, well, we're waiting for the train to come by. When we came in, there was no one in here, like 5 minutes ago.
And now it's like this. Yeah.
Anyway, it's just like a lot of excitement happening, waiting for the train to come.
Okay, wait a minute. We're excited. All of these people are excited. But the vendors are just kind of chilling. I think they're used to this, Scott. But there is a bit of an excitement in the air. Now, we came for the first train, and it's this crowded. Imagine what it's like in the middle part of the day. The 11 o'clock train.
More people, get up at civilized hours.
Ooh, yeah.
The anticipation is building. Okay, this is seriously close. This is so close. Oh, wow. Whoa! Crazy, isn't it? Yeah. So crazy. Look at this. How close this guy is here. That was cool. So fun. And then back to business.
Holy, that was close.
That was crazy. Like seriously, they pack you in here, which makes sense.
Yeah.
Everybody the best opportunity to see as possible. But whoa, crazy.
It was like basically right there. That's the train. Yeah.
It's all hype and everything, but it's definitely worth seeing.
Really cool.
Cool experience.
Yeah, it was fun. Definitely come to the Maeklong
Railway Market.
Yeah. Once the train comes through, it gets a lot busier. We're just making our way to the train station right now, and it's pretty much shoulder to shoulder. I don't know where all these people came from all of a sudden.
Cilantro. The first good smell that I've smelled since we've been walking through here. A lot of fish and meat, which is not my favorite.
If you venture off the tracks a little bit, you'll see this fantastic, huge market. This is the traditional Maeklong market, where you'll see dried goods, you'll see really unique things like mantis shrimp, horseshoe crab, and this is where a lot of the heart of the market really is. I would really encourage you to take a step away from the track after you see the train and come explore this market.
We just exited the actual market and crossed the street. It's extremely busy on the street and here in the market. I mean, it's like a totally different world from the moment we got here to now.
Yes.
As far as busyness goes,
It got busy like that.
instant,
Holy.
and it's like just there's no space, but that's okay. It's all right. There's kind of an excitement in the air. And now there's space.
Yeah, everybody's gone.
It's like as soon as the train goes by, the pictures are taken, everybody leaves. I can understand why, but what did you like about it?
It was really fun to sort of get involved in the hype.
Yeah.
The tourists, the people visiting the market, were actually really excited about the train, and the vendors were just like, yeah, this happens multiple times a day.
Yeah.
We take things away from the track, and
We put them back up and
I like that.
take them away, put them back up. Actually,
contrast.
I liked the getting there early and before, like just when they were starting to set up, to see the calm of it, I guess. And then it kind of just, the energy got electric.
Yeah.
So to be participating in that, to experiencing that, it happens so fast. Like as soon as it gets really busy very fast, and as soon as the train goes by, it goes by slowly, but as soon as it goes by, then it's kind of done. I mean, the experience goes by very fast.
It does.
But anyway, it was worth it in my mind.
I just want to point out that the market isn't just confined to the track. There's a much larger market that extends.
Goes in,
Yeah.
to either side.
And you'll likely see a lot more of the traditional marketplace there.
You're on a boat to Damnoen Saduak Floating Market.
It's loud, but it's really cool.
Yeah. So we're just gonna go to the floating market and maybe get some lunch. So we are in a longtail boat. It's a traditional Thai boat that is typically made of wood and powered by these massive motors.
You can actually hire tours in longtail boats that are a little bit quieter, and they're paddle driven.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can. Typically those are smaller and maybe two people max. We're in the big guys with the big V8 engine. And you'll see a lot of these all through Thailand. This area is known for producing coconut sugar, and these canals or klongs are traditionally used to transport coconut sugar to Bangkok.
Thank you.
We got ourselves some coconut ice cream. It's got some peanuts and little jellies, I guess.
Yep.
You want to taste?
And an orchid.
You feed me?
I'll feed you. It's cozy in here. I'm hugging myself.
It's quite cozy. That's enough. That's enough.
That's enough. It's good. Very good.
That is very good. Yum, yum.
The canal system that the floating markets are on were in Thailand since about the end of the 19th century, the end of the 1800s. And they were built to connect various river systems together in order to facilitate agriculture, transport of agriculture.
Delivering goods and whatnot.
Yeah.
Region to region.
And so, you know, if you think about the road system they currently have in much of the world, this is really what that was intended to
Similar
be.
to that, yeah. And it's really quite cool going through all these, like it's not just one long canal, there's twists and turns and intersections.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of fun. And then, I really actually was only anticipating that there was a floating market that you bought stuff at, but this is all residential stuff too. It's really
This is,
quite cool.
yeah, this is where people live. This is how they conduct their day-to-day business and their day-to-day lives. Well, every house has a little porch that overlooks the canal, and they often have these long-tail boats.
Yeah.
That's their daily ride, I guess. Damnoen Saduak is a traditional floating market, but if you come visit, you'll notice that it has shifted to cater to tourists substantially as well.
Okay, we got here at about 10:30 and it's already quite busy. Well, very busy.
Yeah.
But I guess the earlier you get here, the quieter it is.
Unless you're on one of these boats.
Quieter as in not as busy.
It's busy.
Oh, and look at how tight this one's coming right beside us. But there's some really good smells. Like I would love to get lunch here.
The nice thing about being on the water is it puts you kind of right in the middle of the experience. You'll have vendors that will paddle right up to you, selling you fruit, selling you food, beer. They'll be selling you beer and other things. Oh, and ice cream.
Ice cream too.
Yeah.
And just be mindful of how squishy it gets if you're on the boats, because they rub right up against each other. So keep your hands and your head in. People like me don't always keep their hands and their head inside the boat. But anyway, no accidents.
Yeah, no squash fingers.
Some very close calls, though.
Yeah. These boats are actually designed to just kind of bump up against each other. And some of the dishes that you get in the market are traditional Thai food. So that's kind of fun. The boats that serve food are called floating kitchens because they've got the braziers or the grills right on the boat, and you can find things like skewers. You can find what are called boat noodles, which are basically noodles. They're basically noodles prepared on a boat. I'm on a boat.
I'm on a boat. You're on a boat.
These look really hot. They're fresh off the grill. There's a lot here.
I'm gonna just take a bit of cucumber.
What is this, chicken?
It's either chicken or pork.
Okay. It's mystery meat. It looks delicious. Curry.
Thì làm lát luôn để ăn không để phải chuối đâu thì
So I think I need to eat the cucumber and onion and maybe just the cucumber.
Yeah, it's like a turmeric type of curry.
Can I just dip my finger in the pork and chicken?
Yeah.
Or just
Is it spicy?
Oh, that's yummy.
Is it?
Yeah.
But is it spicy?
No.
I'm scared.
No.
No? Okay.
Oh, come on. I'd be going,
I know. I know.
oh, that's yummy. Well, it's got a bit of a sweetness to it.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
It's like that sweet chili. Look at me. I'm eating curry skewered sticks in a floating market. Wow.
About eating chicken in a boat.
Eating chicken in a boat at a floating market in Thailand.
Canal in a floating market. Yeah.
Life doesn't get much better than this. So another thing to keep in mind is that the vendors, this is pretty much cash only. Vendors don't accept cards. You don't often have time to
Take out a credit card anyways. It's like really everything's very fast.
yeah.
Like here, I cooked your lunch for you. Here's your ice cream, and then pay the money, and you're gone. Yeah, like the day-to-day, everyday life would have been like you come do your shopping. You come transport your goods from one place to another. I don't know. I think maybe because the boat motor is not on right now, it's a moment of quiet and contemplation. It's kind of a cool energy here, though. Well, it is a cool energy here, not just kinda.
Many of the stalls that you see here are actually homes as well. They're not just the shops. People live in these stalls.
I'm gonna say not all of them because some of them are pretty shallow, but I just gotta say though, this is such a cool experience. You gotta do it.
Oh yeah, this is so fun.
It's a little bit squishy, but Scott's got all the room, but it's still
That's
fun.
because you're sitting with me and all my camera gear. So that was really fun.
It was. It's definitely an experience I would recommend doing. Whether you go in the boat or you just wander around the market and view the boats, I'm sure it would be just as enjoyable. But no, go in the boat.
Yeah, go on the boat. I think that's what did it for me. Like we've been to quite a few markets.
Yes.
And I think if we weren't in the boat, I think it would just be another market for me. But this was a really cool experience.
Well, I don't know. I think it still would be pretty cool because water.
Yeah, but being in the water.
Yeah. Anyway, it's a must do when you are in the Bangkok area. We're about an hour away from Bangkok, I guess.
I think so, something like that. Maybe even an hour and a half still. Yeah.
Worth the trip for sure.
Yeah.
And so you can rent the boats.
I also wanted to say that there are a whole bunch of floating markets around the Bangkok area and probably other areas of Thailand as well. I'm not sure.
I'm sure. Maybe we'll find out.
Yeah. Wherever you get an opportunity to take part in one, I would say, grab it.
Do it.
It's fun.
Yeah. And when the boat motor turns off and you're just kind of floating and you hear all the commotion of the people cooking and buying and talking and eating. It's like, yeah, it was a really, really cool atmosphere.
Yeah, when the boat motor turns off, it's kind of like,
Oh, but it's good the whole time anyway.
So I think the next market we should try a longtail boat that's a paddle.
Somebody will paddle for us?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Probably me.
Let's try that. We've just made it to the Changchui Plain Market. It has a day market and a night market, and we just arrived, so we don't know too much about it yet. But what I can tell so far, it looks really funky. It's right up my alley. It's very like artisan feeling, very artsy. And like no straight paths. It's kind of meandering. It's got a great feel so far, but I don't know everything that they offered here yet.
The Changchui market is centered around this life-size, it's a natural plain. And the theme of the market is all about crafts, arts and crafts. A lot of the buildings are made of recycled materials.
Super funky looking.
Yeah, they're really well done.
Repurposed doors and windows and sheet metal and wood, and yeah, it's all put together in a really eclectic but cool
It's a
blend.
fun place.
Yeah.
It's kind of, it's kind of cool. I'm trying not to say cool.
What we learned is that in the daytime, it's more of a chill vibe, quiet, and
Yeah, it's all about the arts and
the
crafts.
arts and crafts and
Yeah.
stuff. And then in the evening, it kind of livens up with the bars open up, and it becomes more of a well-lit market zone.
What do you mean by well? Is it?
Actually, yeah. I meant the lights.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Lights and yeah. One of the things that I love, well, you know that I love all things creation, right? Like anything creative and artsy and making stuff, yeah, but also expressing. So what I'm seeing, not only in the design of the buildings and the repurposedness and the art displays and the way interiors are designed and the products that are being sold and all that, being in a place like this where it's all kind of together, it's like the expression of a whole bunch of unique individual people. It's their inner inspiration coming out, and we get to see it on this like stage.
As we spend more time in Bangkok in particular, maybe it's Thailand as well, I'm really growing to admire more the ingenuity and innovativeness of people who live in the area. This is it's encapsulated in this market.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Taking junk and making stuff that's really beautiful and curious and inquisitive and just fun.
Yeah, fun. There is fun in here.
Squish everywhere. Isn't that so good? Just like home.
Yeah. It's a cool market. Plus also, it's somewhere that I could like spend a lot of time just hanging out. It's got such a cool vibe to it. It's my kind of place. Like if this was handy to me, I would come do my work here. Just at like one of the tables up there. There's lots of coffee places. You know what?
You like
Save the crust for me.
Well, you like the apple too, don't you?
I know.
I wonder what was here before. Like,
Maybe the plane. Maybe the plane.
well, yeah, that would have been interesting to get that here. Did they
Purposely make it like this? Or
did they use the materials from the existing ground, or did they collect them? This feels like the perfect table at a perfect cafe.
It does, doesn't it? Right at the window, watching the world go by. Okay, so it looks like here a lot of the clothing stalls are either vintage or repurposed, or like t-shirts. Lots of printed t-shirts. There's a lot of jewelry, and actually it looks like vintage jewelry as well as made, handmade.
Crafted?
Yeah.
Handcrafted?
Oh, those are cool shoes.
Oh, yeah. You noticed those before. You're noticing them again. That might be a sign. Oh, stickers.
Stickers and bling pictures. There's scarves. Oh, and some toys.
And socks. And a giant golden gorilla. Guess what? There's a restaurant out there.
It's called Naho Restaurant, and it has a 10-course meal. We won't be doing that this time, but we've got to come back, I think,
Yeah.
and experience that.
They've got a 6-course, an 8-course, and a 10-course.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
you know, if you're peckish,
Peckish. They apparently change the menu every 6 months, so something
keep
you
it fresh, keep it new, keep it interesting.
keep
Yeah.
coming back to
Yeah.
again and again.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do have to try it though.
Let's go have a drink.
This is really cool.
Yeah. Not your typical market thing.
No,
To have a fine dining restaurant in a plane plunked in the middle of a market.
no,
But
not typical.
it's really a nice touch.
Okay,
Who
so-
would have thought we'd like being on a plane?
Kind of
Well,
cool.
I like being on planes, but this one's never going to take off anywhere.
I thought I liked the vibe out there, but this is super cool.
Yeah.
So a bar, lounge area on one side
Yeah.
in the tail, and then a private dining restaurant in the other area.
And the nose, well, the body,
bulk, the
the
whole
body.
bulk of the
Yeah.
plane. But just look what they've got in here, like the fancy chandeliers and the
Yeah.
beautiful
There's-
statues.
Antiques. These steamer trunks.
Steamer trunks I
For
love
tables.
for the tables.
Yeah.
It's so eclectic. And then like the antique dining table and chairs up there.
Yeah.
This ornate staircase, like
It looks like up there with in the tail, the real tail of the plane. It looks like a Bond villain.
kind of does.
Bond villain area.
Yeah, like the velvet on the long couches
Yeah.
here, and it feels very luxurious, even though it's an old plane.
What do they call it? It's chic, something chic.
Shabby chic.
Shabby chic.
That is a style, but I wouldn't call this shabby
It's
chic.
more retro,
Yeah,
industrial chic. That's what I'm going to call it.
you're making up your own style.
Yeah. I'll coin that term. If anybody uses it, I just want to be attributed. I thought of it first.
Somebody's gonna look it up online and say, Scott, it's already there.
It'll probably be you that does that. Yeah.
How did you know?
Yeah.
This is just so cool. It is an industrial, obviously an industrial look, but it's
Yeah.
Luxurious. Okay, I like it here. And then the signature cocktails. I'm having one that is called the Mona Lisa Code, and it's got vodka, egg white, rose syrup, grapefruit juice, and peach schnapps.
Yep. And I'm having Mr. Lim. That's got to be a James Bond villain drink, and it's gin because I like gin, and strawberry liqueur, strawberry puree, and peach and lime. So it's sweet and tart, which I'm really excited about because it'll be quenchy.
I'm just excited about being here.
This is fun.
It's like a fun little discovery. How many times can I say that? Yeah, it feels very elevated in here.
We're in a plane. Yeah. Get it? Kapkun kaps. Wow.
Kapkun ka. Oh, that looks so good. First smell. Smells so good.
All I can smell is the strawberries in this.
Oh, that smells good. No, this definitely smells like rose.
Oh yeah. It's just my nose. Sorry. Hope you don't get a mustache hair in there or something. It's kind of fun trying out all these specialty drinks.
This is, it feels like love.
Here, you try mine. I've had a sip already.
That tastes like a summer.
Mr. Freezy.
Yeah.
Yeah, popsicle. That's just
Yummy.
it definitely. I
Or
can
a sorbet
taste.
or something like a.
I can taste the rose more than I smell it, but the citrus goes really well with it.
Yummy.
I think we're coming back here.
Yeah, that's yummy.
The vibe does change in the evening, and when the lights come on and the sky gets a little bit darker, I don't know, maybe it just feels different here.
It gets lit.
It gets lit. Yeah, but it's still fun.
It's a bit more of a lively atmosphere.
Yeah, I think maybe that's got something to do with the craft breweries opening up, the restaurants.
And also some of the stalls and whatnot are
Do you
open.
smell that?
Yeah, that smells really
That smells
really
good.
good.
It smells like popcorn.
Must be right there.
Yeah. Okay. Distraction. Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, so all the market stalls are open now as well. So
Yeah.
when we first got here, they were setting up a lot of them. And so there's a lot more going on right now.
Yeah.
And it looks so beautiful with the light.
Yeah. It's gorgeous.
I really could hang out here for a long time.
Oh, and there's some popcorn. Full moon popcorn. I like this part's one of my favorites.
Yeah. Well, like I said before, it's just sort of windy paths that you're strolling between market stalls and restaurants and big buildings and little buildings.
The colorful lights kind of set it off. It adds the right ambiance.
Totally.
Like there, look at that.
Yeah. Wow. Told you. It gets lit.
Told you.
Oh, and all the smells coming from the food stalls. They weren't all open when we first got here. So good. I think we should sit up there and have a drink.
Up in that, in that loft.
Yeah.
Okay.
So your take on this market?
Yeah, I would say, I love it, first of all. I think I love something about each of the markets you've got to.
I wanted you to talk about this one first.
Yeah.
Tell me about this.
This one, I love it. I love it. It's,
What do you love about it?
it's I like the industrial style of things and the craftsmanship and the let's say it again, the funkiness. It's got style.
Yeah, it totally does.
And yeah, there are vendors here, but they're not laid out in what we've seen as a traditional market here in Thailand, where there's rows and rows of vendors. So it adds a little bit of interest.
Yeah.
You know?
So also, I think what I like about this is that it's different than what I expected. So I had no idea what to expect, honestly.
Yeah, I think.
Well, I first of all had no idea that it was all this repurposed industrial material.
Yeah.
And that just automatically brought sort of a welcoming, different vibe to it. Also, as I was talking to you about it this before, there's a sense of nostalgia here, but not nostalgia for like, I haven't been here before, but for days gone by, or in society, in history, but also in our own lives. I love this market, and like I said, I could hang out here many times, just hanging out, people watching, soaking up the atmosphere. So I would recommend people come here.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a unique, different experience that I don't imagine you're going to find many other places.
I said that there's something about each market that I really enjoy. And, you know, like, so if you start with the train market, I really like the idea of vendors just saying, so put a train through our market. What the heck? We're going to keep selling stuff.
Anyway, get rid of it that fast. Yeah.
And they learn to cope with this giant train coming right through. You know, they pull the awnings up, and it's, you know, that's every day.
Yeah.
Again, another juxtaposition. That's every day for them. But for us as travelers, tourists, whatever you want to call it, it's a spectacle.
Yeah.
You know.
Again, another really unique experience that you're not going to find in many places in the world, I imagine. And for me, it's a not to miss. You know, something about the train market was, for me, there was a childlike enthusiasm. Like, I can't wait till this happens. And, well, you know me, that's always fun. I need to get back into my kid mode.
Yeah, I remember looking at you as the train was going by, and grinning ear to ear.
Yeah. I don't know how many people would be excited about it, but I sure was.
Yeah. Oh, I was. It was fun. And the fact that you could reach out and touch people on the train. We were eye level with the windows in the train.
Yeah.
It was fun. The floating market, to me, felt like probably the most traditional style of market, even though there was a touristic. Touristic, is that a word? Yeah. Like a tourism slant to it.
Yeah.
You could still at least get a flavor.
Feel for the tradition and the history, and especially when we were going through the areas where the houses were. It wasn't all selling, right? It was, these are their streets.
Yeah.
Right? And the mode of transportation is boat. And it just felt, actually for me, that felt like we were transported to another world.
Yeah. And, you know, I really admire the again, ingenuity of people in building these canals throughout the country to transport coconuts and rice and for seafood and to the capitals and to, you know, like that's pretty cool. Way before highways were a thing.
Yeah.
And it's kind of melancholy that highways and trucks have taken over. Yeah, to a certain degree. But in the same vein, I like that the culture still embraces the floating markets, and they use the canals all the time.
Yeah, and it has preserved that piece of history. Yeah. So I'm really thankful that we went to all of them. Like, I know, all three are very different experiences. They're all very unique. None of them are something we would have experienced back home.
or maybe many other places. So,
Yeah. So I'm really grateful for it. So I would recommend, highly encourage people if they're interested in something that is unique and different to check them out. And of course, all the amazing markets in Bangkok and Thailand. We've yet to see them, but so many great markets.
Can you imagine? What's your guess? How many markets are there?
There's
Come
thousands.
on, make a guess.
Hundreds of thousands. I don't know.
I told you.
Yeah.
I gave you the hint. It's a bajillion.
Yeah. So, well, that could be somebody else's challenge to hit every market in Thailand.
Yeah.
But anyway, well worth it.
Yeah. Yep.
Like we did. The shuttle is. The shuttle is. Who knows? But because it's like.
I think I want to buy some food from that vendor. All right, let's go wait for the train.
And buy this person some
antihistamine or something. A 10-course meal. Check that out.
What was it?
It was a mouth.
If you like this video, here's another one you might like. And if you feel like binging a little bit, here's a whole playlist. Oh, and if you want a little bit more fun, check out our website. We got some fun stuff there too.
Thanks for watching.